Can you all see me? Can you hear me? No, not yet. Okay. All right, cool. My bad, I did it out of order again. I clicked go live and then realized that I hadn't pushed the stream button, so it's slightly uh, backwards order. But Mr. Brian, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, Jason, that's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. Um, so many people here. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Um, Sam, Paul, Danica. Hi, Danica. It's been so long since we've talked. I left her like 10 minutes ago. I was like, I'll see you in an hour. Lynn. Hi, Lynn. John, what's going on, man? Mary, thank you for being here. I see, I saw that Ebflo had to leave. She came, she said hi. So I want to express her hellos to everybody. And she said that she had to leave, unfortunately. But Danica did get me lunch today. Yeah, we went Mondays, and it's probably I hate to say this, but it's probably going to be every Monday. There's a pizza place here that does a special, and it's just ridiculously cheap for what it is. So we went and got pizza. Yeah, hot chicken and waffle pizza. Yeah, and then the other side of it was like a pulled pork sandwich, but put on a pizza. So it was like pulled pork and barbecue, um, coleslaw, um, pickles. Just yeah, it was fantastic. Pulled pork sandwich in a pizza. Yeah. Wolfgang, how you doing? Hello. Kirk. Um, Pepperoni and black olive for me. I can get down with that. We've gone a bit crazy with our pizzas. Just period. I grew up in an area called the Quad Cities, and the Quad Cities has this place called Happy Joe's. And way back in like 1983 or something, they bought a recipe for a pizza called taco pizza, and they've been doing that since I was like 5. So I grew up around funky pizzas, and yeah. Oh, Lockman, you know how you see those memes on Facebook about not having pineapple on pizza, and my mom can't stand pickles on stuff either. Like, she just cannot stand it when there's a pickle like hanging out on the side of a plate. She's like, just give me a new plate. Just don't clean it. Just give me a new plate. And yet here we are with these two little miniature pizzas. One of them's like a Nashville hot chicken pizza that's got pickles on it, and the other one's a sausage and pineapple pizza. So, um, Soraya's here. Yeah, there you are. Hi. Hey. And Sandra. Um, yep. And Kaz is here somewhere. Very cool. Thank you all for being here. Um, so for me to be able to play this stuff for you, like this is like an all-day event for me. I've had to come down here and just play, and try and um, get my hands, get everything warmed up and stuff. And then I got back to this head rush, which is a looper pedal, and I just wanted to show you some of the cool things that we can do with it. Danique and I were talking about like maybe we should just make a little section of Guitar Soup that's total improv. Just do something different each time, out of the box. Maybe it sounds good, maybe it doesn't. So I just started with this. Got this funky little thing going on. You just play a note and it just kind of swells. So I started with I think I'm down lower. Bernadette, hey! So, I'm gonna hit play here. Now, I gotta get rid of that funkiness to actually be able to play something over the top of it. Then I added another thing on top. So, I believe that this is in the key of D. So let me just play something over top of it, make sure I'm in the right spot. Oh, it's in the key of G. Cool. So, let's just see what we can do with this. Excuse me. Some of those loops are hard to get out of, particularly when you don't know how to use this stuff. I know how to start the loop and get it going, but so I got this extra pedal upstairs, and I should be able to hook that up to this and create like a volume pedal that would allow me to like back out the track that I've made and just like let it die in the background without having to like splice it off entirely. I feel like that'd be a cool thing to mess with. Thank you, everybody. That was fun. You know what? I think maybe what I'll do is I'll save those tracks and give them names, and who knows, maybe we'll see them again at some point. The tone reminds me of I wish I knew it. Money for Nothing and Chicks for Free. Y'all know that song? I can hear it in my head. Kind of. It's been a while. So, I have some classical stuff for you. I have, Dire Straits. That's a great album, man. It's an awesome album. How can you tell that you're old when you still refer to stuff as albums? I'm like the last of the years of people who still talk about things in terms of albums and records. Because that's just how it was. Like, when I was 14, 15, if you wanted to release a CD, you didn't release a CD, you released an album, right? Everybody thought of things in terms, yeah, exactly, LPs and EPs and SLPs and all of that. And now everybody's just like downloads and whatever's. Danica, I don't mean to embarrass you, but I gotta tell you, I gotta tell this story because it's just cute. So 45, Sheryl Crow, I think it is, has a song that has this line, something about put my 45s on so we can rock on. And Danica, when we were talking about it, she thought it was 45, like SPF 45. Yeah, there you go. She thought it was SPF 45 sunscreen, and I'm like, no, man. Those are 45s. Those are the single play things. Like, you pick your favorite song, and you pop that on. And you just had to stand there, because 3 minutes later, it's done. you gotta play it again. I love that. I love that story. Most stories like that just aren't that cute, like most things that people remember, they usually have like deep emotions attached to it, like love and loss and hate and just all of that kind of stuff. And that's just such a mundane and just cute, like I don't even know why I remember it. It's just fun. So this is a piece that I did not play this morning. Thankfully, with the Chitara being 24 parts, it's pretty easy for me to play you stuff that's different from each time. Thank you, by the way, for the tips and just the comments. I love that y'all are talking about stuff while I'm doing this, because that lets me know that y'all still there. If you were also focused on my playing and you weren't saying anything, I would think that I was down here by myself. All right. So this is what I call part R, which is what, 18? Number 18? One of my favorites. Oh, I also changed some stuff with the EQ, so my voice should sound a little bit more natural. The guitar I love the way that the guitar sounds right now. I take my headphones off and it sounds like you're like right here in the room with me playing. So there you go. I practiced that for like 45 minutes today just for you. I did the 1 o'clock show and I was like, man, my arms, everything's just tight and it didn't feel right. And I'm like, I'm gonna go downstairs and just practice till this works. So Bob Marley's classic. It's classic. These guys, this dude, Mauro Giuliani, he learned everything from Bob Marley. I have no idea. I have no idea about the whoopee cushion. Did I just say that wrong? Whoopee. I think I just said whoopee cushion. Cushion. I already played that once today. You don't need to hear that again. Whoopee cushion. Cushion. Thank you all for the tips and showing up today. It really means a lot. I am doing my best to get this launched. I've been talking about it forever, about doing something that's just all solo guitar and, you know, not just contemporary stuff. You know, you think about somebody like Eric Clapton or B.B. King and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Lightning Hopkins, Chet Atkins, Django Reinhardt. You think of not only the individual, but you think of the style of music that they did because they were very specific in the one thing that they did. I want this to be entirely different. I want to play everything. I want to do blues and jazz and country and classical and polka and you know, just anything and everything. And I just want to explore with y'all. You're along for the journey, huh? Awesome. I like this format too. I do, because I haven't seen anything like this go down anywhere. When I was a kid, you just had to wait for crap to come by, and it never did, because the Quad Cities was like 600,000 people. Well, at the time, like 400,000 people. Nobody came. No real guitar players came into town in order to do anything. And just once in a great while, I remember this dude. Oh man, why can't I remember his name? Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to post it later. He came in, Adrian Legg, that's what it is. Legg with two G's, Legg. He came into out of all places, the music store that I took lessons from, and somebody said, "Hey, I have an extra ticket. Would you like to come upstairs and see?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool. I've never heard of this dude." But I went up and took a seat, and there was like, I don't know, 25 people there. Right? This dude should not have been playing to 25 people. This dude should have been playing to like thousands of people every night, because he's fantastic. Just a small, stocky dude, bald head, super pale. His guitar looked kind of like this, right? With these, except he had them like, no, I think they were turned like this in the back as opposed to on the sides, and he had it set to where he could play a note and then turn this a certain amount, and it would click into position, and it would just go boom, and just like up to the next pitch, and he'd be playing all this open style stuff, and then you just hear these notes, like he'd be playing, and then his hand would reach over, and you hear wah, meow, right? Just crazy stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that got me into this, is that there's people out there that will specialize in such a weird, freakish, yet beautiful art that nobody else does. Andy McKee's a guy that does that. Chet Atkins was like crazy in his own in his own right. There was this dude. Oh man, what was his name? Sorry, I can't remember. Can't remember names very well, particularly when I'm playing. All right. Dimebag. That's what his name was. Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. Huh. found a way to play death metal with blues lines that would make like BB King cry. That's fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. All right. Let's see here. I have it somewhere. There it is. I'm going to attempt to play this for you. But first I want to show you my birthday present. Sorry about the paper. These mics are very sensitive. Yes, this is a brand new guitar, brand new. There was only one for sale in the entire country, and Danica got it for me for my birthday, so that's pretty sweet. Thank you very much, Danica. So this is what this is. This is called a resonator guitar, and I talked about this a little bit at the first show, but if you weren't here, these are sound holes. So this is an open chambered guitar like an acoustic guitar, and all the sounds coming out of this area here. Down here, there's usually this giant thing that looks like a hubcap, and you play a note, and the metal resonates into the echo chamber, and it makes it bigger than what it would normally be out of an acoustic guitar. This particular one is called a tricone because instead of one giant cone, there's 3 of them of different sizes, like 5.5 inch, 6 inch, and 5 inch, I think, something like that. What that does is it gives you like a beautiful reverb without having to have it. So like when you walk into a like an opera house and you say something and you can hear the echo, that's what you want from this guitar. Where are my picks at? Right, so that's how that sounds. It's a gorgeous guitar. Now, I'm going to attempt to play something. Oh, by the way, this guitar, they started building these in 1927, National guitars. This song I'm about ready to play is from 1931. So imagine having this guitar out and available for 4 years. And people are already recording with it. All right, I'm going to do my best here. crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Ow. Wow. Brutal, brutal, brutal. So this music's really fun because one person had to play everything, right? And Danika's always said that she calls me like the band because I try and play like rhythm guitar and drums and bass and all of that together. That's what this is. That's what these guys did, right? And you look at the history of it, and it just tears me up to think about this. So many of the blues players back then were blind and black, and it was basically because like, let's not deny national history that we had slaves, and those slaves had to work in order to get fed, and when you couldn't plow or do anything like that, you had to do something else. So blind black people usually had to take on a profession such as being a musician or die. That's just kind of the reality of it. So when you think about that, and you think about how little you're getting paid, and the fact that this is your livelihood, if you can't play and entertain the masses, you're dead, right? And that kind of goes back to the history of like playing for a king, which we'll cover later too. Back in like the 1100s and 1300s, throughout the whole Renaissance period, if you played something that displeased the king, you may not play the next day because you're dead, right? So these are just really interesting things. That what they do is you can't rely on other people. You have to do it. You have to do it yourself. So you got this nice little bass line of just some of the earliest things of that, and then you just add like a little. So it's almost like a moving. Right? So you can kind of see where all that stems from, and you probably don't need to know about the history of it, but the history is important, and it just provides context for for how all of this stuff developed. So anyway, this is from 1931. The guy who was recorded name's Tampa Red. And there's like a blind Willie Johnson, and there's a blind Willie. I can't remember. There's like 3 blind Willies, all within that period, that do Delta blues and all of that. How long does it take to make the guitar, and when did you have to order it? Well, this one was actually made, and so it only took a couple of days to get to me. When you actually go onto the website and you go to order it, they say 6 to 8 months for the wood ones, and 10 to 12 months, I think, for the steel ones. That's the other thing. This is made out of mahogany. Most of these guitars are made out of aluminum, silver, steel, brass, and chrome. So this is very different because it still retains a lot of the wood properties. But fantastic guitar. There's going to be tons of stuff that we're going to be able to play. Oh, I should show you, what I was talking about at the 1 o'clock show is you can do a lot of jazz stuff, a lot of finger jazz stuff. Right? And you get that kind of Django Reinhardt tone out of this. Just got to get up without scratching it or dropping it, breaking it. thank you again for the tips and the comments, all the nice things that you say. I may not be able to read it all while I'm doing this, but when I get done with the show, I go upstairs, and the whole transcript is upstairs, and I sit down and relax and read through everybody's comments. So if you recommend something, or I miss something, I see it all. I see all of your tips. I see all of that stuff. All right. Let's see here. Oh crap. I think I just destroyed what I played before. Whoops. Oh well. I'll remake it. You sit there slumped over trying to read music, and we're getting old. There we go. Oh no! Oh no, your earbuds died. At first, I was like, oh my god, was my playing so bad that you're like, oh, my ears? But then I was like, oh, earbuds, not ear drums. Important distinction. Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You have a turntable coming. Fantastic. Fantastic. We have a vintage 1963 Zenith giant, giant piece of furniture with a turntable, and I say I can't find uh, a needle for it, but that's not true. I found a place that I just need to call and see about that. What's the story of the wooden thing by the bridge? Oh, um, I have no clue. I have no clue. I've seen bass guitars with that kind of stuff before that's built around it so that you can have a position for your hand when you're finger picking. And my guess is that's the way I used it here. So I'm going to go with that. Is that it probably allows your hand to be there so that you can push down on the guitar and be able to get that kind of chicken picking kind of thing without actually pushing your hand on the strings and muting them. That's my guess because that's how it gets used on a bass guitar. So I'm guessing that's how it is. Any other questions? I love these questions. So there's a lot of classic songs that I would love to play. Um, I just I have to work on how to present them to you because, for example, I love playing this song. It's right. It's such a fun song. It's such a freaking fun song to play, but I just feel like it needs a melody or something so that you can hear something else with it. I was just talking with Danica, like I wish I could just like pull out a Pearl Jam song and play it for you because these are the things that like I loved when I was a kid. I just loved playing with some of that music. Um, oh dang it! It says wrap it up. Um, I don't want to wrap it up. Let's see here. Still working my way through this. Ooh, can't do that. Uh oh. What just happened? I clicked the button, double clicked it, and it erased. And I'm like, oh my god, did I just erase something important? So I just want to play this a little bit because we're out of time, but I have 5 extra minutes. So tomorrow we have our shows at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time. And then after our show is Sonia D at I think 2:30 Central Time. That's what's going on tomorrow. And I just want to say thank you to so many people that are part of our staging community. Jason's got some amazing stuff that he's doing. He usually plays right after this. I don't know if he has a show tonight or not. I'm going to check when I get done. If he has a show, that's where I'm going. Alright, let's see here. Let's get some countryfication in here. No show tonight? Been listening to some Hawaiian music lately, last few days. Just loving some of the stuff that they do with those six, that little. that's all the time we have for. I'm just gonna play this out. If you hear any good instrumental stuff, let me know. Send me an email. I'm listening to all of it. All of it. Can't guarantee I'll play it, but I'm listening to all of it. See you later.